Pre-pod me. So, bro, I saw this on social media, and I thought this was a good question because I never thought about this like this. Why do men wash their hands after they pee versus before they pee? Like, when you think about it, you've been touching all this stuff, bro. Let's say you're going to get gas. You done touched the gas pump. You've been touching all this stuff. You walk into the bathroom, and now you pull out your meat to pee. And now you got gas particles, other people's hands, and you're putting all that directly on your meat. And so why would you not wash your hands? I've thought about this a lot, guys, after the question just posed.
So you wash before and after now?
Nah, I haven't tried the theory yet. But it really just made me think, because technically, when you want to wash the day away, wash the day off your hands before you touch something as delicate as your man meat.
I heard germs make you stronger.
I don't know if I want germs. There.
Stronger meat.
I don't know if I want germs there. And so we wash it afterwards, which, by the way, in my office, it's a lot of people that we share floor with that don't be washing their hands. That's a big thing, though.
You talking about people washing after. It's a lot of people who don't wash.
Who don't do it at all.
Yeah. Worse than that is the people that just turn on the sink and then walk out. And maybe try to. I'm like, bro.
Just let it run?
Yeah.
For what, though?
So I don't know that they're not washing their hands.
Yeah, social pressure.
Yeah, he's like...
You know what? I think...
Why do people not want to wash their hands?
Because I think in their minds, they think, oh, my meat is clean. So...
That's where they go?
I'm just saying, like, I guess that's like that has to be your thought process, because why else would you not?
They're judging us for washing our hands?
Yeah, they like, your meat must be dirty because you...
I think we...
Let's just start the pod, bro.
What up, though? Welcome to another episode of the Soundboard Podcast. This is where we, as the Soundboard men, come together to just kind of chop it up. We've been friends for over about 10 years, have great relationships, and we are currently navigating our 30s. And so we kind of talking through the ups and downs, the in and outs, and some of life's challenges that throw our way. And this is where we are coming to invite you into our space to also be a part of this conversation. So this is your boy JJ, one of the hosts, and I throw it to my boy.
It's your man Dontae.
This is Coop.
Best producer in the world.
Big KJB.
What's up with it?
Yeah.
And so we back, but it's been a little bit and there's been some updates. So
we have. First of all, this fool Coop go put this book on the table. Coop's so glad that he finally reading the book. This man go put it on the table. And so when we walked in, we were talking about like Coop's new reading obsession, which we love, by the way.
I wouldn't call it an obsession.
We upgraded to obsession.
Not obsession.
0 to 100.
Not obsession.
Compared to Dontae, I'm obsessed.
But we love the fact that you read. And so you've discovered something about reading, Coop. And what was that discovery that you made?
Please enlighten me.
So basically, reading is just like watching TV, but with words.
It took this man 33 years to realize that that's what reading was. So, Coop, you reading this by David Baldacci?
Oh. Yeah.
Let Coop read it.
David Baldacci.
Baldacci.
A gambling man.
Yeah, man. It's a good book. Y'all should check it out.
He don't like he can be trusted.
It's about a man that went to prison under false pretenses.
Was he black?
I'm assuming he's white.
You get to make the characters, what they want.
It's like 1920s, and so now he got in prison in the north. He's in like New York. He's driving west to get a job. He stopped in a small city before he gets all the way to California, and some shady things are happening.
Okay, I was about to say this do not sound
this
good.
Sound like it started off like life.
Nah, Coop, I'm glad that you've been reading. And so they say that these investigative books are always the best books. But like, why you need to read investigative books when your life is one? I'm the investigator.
Oh.
Remember on this last episode, I was telling y'all. Y'all saw that? Yeah.
I see what you did.
Yeah, y'all remember that last episode? I was telling y'all I had a little inkling, a little spidey sense.
Dang.
And my spidey sense was telling me that Jaden had went and got a belly button piercing.
Bro, what's up?
Oh yeah, we need
So,
to update us.
We called it to the mat.
Who was good
Order
cop?
in
Who
the
was bad
court.
cop?
We called it to the mat.
Good
Yeah.
cop, bad cop?
It was just bad cops. So of course Mother's Day just passed. Shout out to all the moms. Happy Mother's
shout out.
Day.
Mother's Day.
So Mother's Day just passed, and Mother's Day I always stress out because I'm like, what are we about to do? And so Jaden and I came together and we figured out that we were going to just take Olivia out to brunch. We were like, we never as a family tend to go out, so let's just go out to brunch. So we're at brunch, and while we're there, Olivia's like, I think you're on to something, bro. I think we need to call her out.
At brunch.
At brunch.
On Mother's Day.
The
That's the right
mimosas.
time for the
Yeah. So we're sitting at brunch and we've eaten and now it's like, okay, it's time. Olivia says, Jane, is there anything that you want to tell us? She's like, no, there's nothing.
Voluntarily?
I don't want to tell you.
Absolutely not.
Yeah. She's like, no, there's nothing. So then Olivia says, I'm going to give you another chance. Jaden just gets quiet. Quietness fills the room.
Stillness in the air.
Stillness in the air. And so I say, let's just cut straight to it. Jaden, we know your belly button's pierced. Now, mind you, we don't know for sure.
So you gamble.
We're gambling here. I'm a gambling man. I'm a gambling man. And she just gets quiet, bro. She avoids eye contact. She just looks directly down. And I said, Jaden, look at me. We know your belly button's pierced. And she says, it is. Dang it, I was right.
Dang.
And so in that moment, we had to now decide, like, are we going to ruin Mother's Day brunch?
No,
Y'all already.
Yeah, y'all made that decision
No,
already.
but you got to make them sweat a little bit. So then Olivia said, well, it's Mother's Day brunch. Give me my day. And then so we're in a season where I like to ask Jaden, like, when is the best time to have the conversation with you? Because I want you to be in a great headspace for the conversation. So I said, Jaden, when do you want to talk about it? She was like, in a couple of days. No.
How about next year?
I said, when you want to talk about it?
Graduation.
When you want to talk about it for real? She said, we can talk about it tomorrow. Great. We didn't talk about it for the rest of the day.
I think that's pretty cool that y'all.
Yeah, bro. We try
like
to, because we've learned a lot that teenagers have problems and stuff going on too.
Mm-hmm.
Like in some days, you just approach them about something. Like even for y'all, how many times has your wife asked you something at the
wrong
worst time,
time.
and you like, it ain't even the problem that you're asking me. It's just the fact that right now I just walked in from work or something like that. Give me a second. And so we've learned that lesson with Jane. So now we'll ask, when do you want to talk about it? Sometimes she'll give me something unrealistic. But basically, the thing that concerns me is when we asked her about it, we said, well, Jaden, what made you do it? And she said it was because she got caught up in the moment. All of her
There
friends.
was just needles everywhere.
Yeah. She was like, all my friends were getting things pierced, and I just kind of got caught up in the moment. And so that is what we had to explain to her was that's concerning. Because as somebody who's going into their senior year, a year from now, you about to be in college. Right now, it's a belly button piercing. It could turn into drugs, drinking and driving. Like there are all these things where if you don't be able to stand 10 toes down on your no, you could get talked into all kind of crazy things.
Yeah, right.
And so, needless to say, she's on punishment.
Did she say she had a no though?
Huh?
Did she even have a no though?
No, she did. So we asked her. I said, Jaden, you knew that you were going to be held responsible for this. So, like, did you weigh out the pros and cons? And that's when she was like, no, I kind of just got caught up in the moment. And I said, well, before you leave this house, my goal and your mother's goal is to make sure that you can weigh out the pros and the cons. Because for every situation, there's pros and there's cons.
Right.
You need to be able to say, okay, if I do this, it may be fun. It may be great. You know what? This may be a lesson to some adults, too. Y'all need to listen.
That boy felt that in the spirit.
Weigh out the pros and the cons. Y'all just be out here just doing stuff because it feel good, because it sound good, and not necessarily saying, okay, if I do this, this is going to be the result. If I do this, these are going to be the consequences.
Whimsically living life.
Yeah, and so now she's on punishment, and so
Till when?
till we say no. So I told her, I said, hey, baby girl, this TFN, but I can tell you right now, that summer's donezo. That summer's done. The whole summer? Further notice. Hell yeah, the whole summer.
Dang.
No, you ain't about to be out here with your friends. You ain't. In fact, we take her phone.
What if she came back and she was like, she came to y'all and she was like, this is how I got to this.
Too late. Too late.
Jail.
Yeah. That's like you done murdered somebody and now you coming back being like, I'm sorry I murdered them.
Hey, you gotta go to trial.
Yeah.
I want to say that I'm sorry.
Yeah. So now, bro. So now we're navigating that. Her punishment is we take her phone unless she's at work or at school. Because we need her to be able to reach out to us in case emergencies happen. But when you're in this house, that phone is ours. Now it's about to be the summertime. She just ended her junior year, so now when you really ain't gonna have be able to reach and talk to your friends because you ain't about to see them because you ain't hanging out this summer. You ain't about to be talking to them unless you at work. So
she's probably gonna be working more.
Oh, she probably that's all she can. That's all she can do. And Olivia was trying to take the TV too. I said, dang, give her some. Like, she already ain't gonna have her phone. So yeah, bro, I realized that my spidey senses were tingling and I'm now fully a parent.
Hey man.
Like,
you've been initiated.
Yeah. That was it. And then man, the other thing, we just celebrated 1 year.
Come on.
Congrats.
Of marriage.
It's a real anniversary, right?
The real anniversary, not like a Justin thing.
We about to celebrate our wedding anniversary.
Yeah, bro, just celebrated 1 year,
hey,
man.
Congrats, bro. That's big time.
Yeah, bro. We actually got away. We did a staycation and we reflected on the year, lessons that we learned, things that we needed from each other more. And it was cool, bro. We went to Frisco. We started out the day. I found us a little spot where we can get some pedicures. Okay.
Oh, nice.
So we went, got some pedicures, checked into the hotel. Then we shot over to.
What color did you get?
I didn't get color.
Oh.
Just, she just buffed the toes a little bit. Low key, but my big toes were shiny. I was like, did she put some clear coat on here?
Clear on it.
That's a clear coat, right? That's fine.
It's masculine. But you know what? Hey, bro, you know what was so cool? We walked into this this little nail shop and there were so many men in there.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And it was kind of like
everybody got feet.
It's been normalized.
Yeah, it's been normalized. There was an older white guy right across from me was a young black dude. He was like, "What's up?" Then when we were leaving, it was two other black men who had walked in. You can always tell when it's people's first time. I'm a vet.
Yeah.
But the lady was like, here are all the options. He was like, bro, I don't know which one to choose.
Yeah.
He was like, it's our first time. So I went up to him. I said, hey, bro, get the detox. But we did that, bro. Then we shot over to Legacy Hall. Cause there's a vegan spot there, Vegan Vibrations. So I ate there. Baby had some pizza from a pizza shop.
Yep.
And then we went over there to where Andretti's is. What's that?
Grandscape.
We went over to Grandscape.
Yeah.
Bro, we got on the Ferris wheel.
Y'all went on it?
Yeah, we got on the
It's
Ferris wheel.
nice over there, right?
It is.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
just really nice over there, bro. We
it
just
is.
they had like a little luau thing where they had
they
like,
be doing little themed events.
Bro,
They got
it
their
was-
own community out there.
Bro, it was cool. People was out there in their Hawaiian shirts and like really set up.
That's where the cigar lounge was at.
Oh, it's over there?
Yeah, Red Phone.
Okay, yeah, bro. And so after we left, there was this Frisco farmers market that had went viral on TikTok. They had a lot of black owned places. We shot there and then we came home, bro. But it was a great weekend.
Sounds eventful.
Yeah, I was
Very.
tired. We both got back. We was like, bro, that was exhausting.
At
but
the
it
nail
was
tech spot, was it mostly Asian people working there?
It was all Asian.
What? How do they get a chokehold on these things? Like
They
tailors?
just corner the market.
Yeah,
It's
actually
also,
though,
beauty supply stores.
Yeah.
but black people coming out.
We're getting a couple.
Yeah, my homegirl in Houston has opened a nail shop.
Okay, yeah.
And most of her
that's
texts,
dope.
she's black and her texts are black.
Oh,
That's dope.
I've
I
never
would like to
seen
see more of that.
Yeah,
I
bro.
just see so many black women getting their nails done and no black women doing the nails.
Yeah, bro, in
that.
Houston,
Yeah,
in Houston,
we don't
Texas.
be owning things.
In Houston, Texas,
But
bro.
guys,
so shout out
I
to
mean,
her.
black men with barbers. Now we go to Asian barbershops. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it just seems weird to me.
It just depends. I mean, for me, it's where you put your money at type thing. So you have to go seek out a
Yeah.
black nail tech
Yeah.
and make sure she has enough money that she can build up the capital to build
That's
her own.
true.
It's like,
And sometimes because there's less of them, it's almost going to inconvenience the customer because you have to like
Wait,
you have to go
schedule.
further out
Yeah.
because there's just less options.
Oh, yeah, that's
So like there's a Black Beauty Supply in Oak Cliff, but you got to drive all the way to Oak Cliff.
There's one in Mansfield too.
You got to drive all the way to Oak Cliff to go. But we should be doing that so that we can keep these places open. Because if not, if ain't nobody frequent them, they
Our
close.
community spread out.
Right.
Yeah.
And we just need to expand too. Like there just needs to be more
Right.
options available.
Yeah. So, bro, it was a great weekend, man. We got some other 1 years coming. Well, JJ's.
Eventually.
We got some other anniversaries and stuff coming up,
Did I
bro.
say my anniversary last week or last episode?
No, you didn't.
Because
No,
we
you
did our
didn't.
6th year on the
Yeah.
12th.
6 years. Look at that.
I mean, it's not 5. So. It's in between.
Hey,
now.
bro, at
Right.
this rate, it used to be make it to 5, your last. I think now it's 7.
You keep pushing a year.
No,
Moving the goalposts.
because people are staying together. Like at first, they used to be like, "Oh, if you make it to
Are
5
they?
years, you
People are
good."
staying together longer?
Making good.
I think
get
people
10.
are, bro. A lot of people are getting divorced after 10 years, 12 years, all that now.
I realize life is too short to be unhappy.
Baby girl,
was that, Tia Tamara?
Tia said it's like a graduation. You graduate on. So yeah, bro. So I think that's worth celebrating, bro. So congrats to y'all too.
Well, also this weekend was my baby's birthday.
Hey.
A weekend full of celebrations.
So we have popping for Chris. For you, what is Key's birthday?
It's just a
called?
pool party.
Get wet for Key?
Whoa!
Wait. Okay, maybe that name.
We'll workshop it a little
We'll
bit.
work on it. So yeah, we did a pool party. Everybody pulled up. Dontae couldn't make it. He had
Yeah, I
a
couldn't
double wedding to attend.
Oh, it's a long story.
Had a good time. We had a water balloon fight fueled by Justin and Kim.
Yeah.
Wait. How is it fueled by Justin and Kim?
Because we decided that we wanted to break the narrative and be the timely blacks.
They came on time.
So we show up on time.
Punctual.
Yeah, punctual.
So y'all legit showed up. What time was the party
12.
supposed to start?
12.
Y'all showed up at
We were
12?
12:05. Actually, we were there at 12. We just waited. Because, like, okay.
Wasn't nobody else there yet?
They said, let's sit in the car. Let's sit in the car. We don't want to show up.
Yeah.
We don't want to show up
The
too
back
early.
gate was open, so we went into the back. Nobody was in the back, so it's
Yeah.
like, okay, let's go to the front. And they were still setting up, so it was catered. So the caterers were still like,
Hey, food was.
yeah, food was
What
on
y'all
point.
eat?
They
had a
vegan-
spread.
We had a whole vegan
A
section.
whole vegan
Y'all
section.
about to piss me
Just for
off.
you.
Vegan mac.
Hey, the vegan
I
man.
think it was like some type of vegetable.
Gone by the time I got
Was there other vegans there?
There was one. But we saved it to the end. That was like one of the.
But the thing is that people who are not vegan can also eat the vegan food.
No, and that people was pissing me off. Y'all not vegan. Y'all be eating the vegan food. The one event I don't come to is the one y'all got vegan food.
Yeah, it
Because
was
normally
good.
y'all just have chips and dip for me.
They had a
they had
whole
that
salad spread.
I'm so pissed
Salad.
off.
Yeah, it was good, man.
Okay, so y'all had the water balloon
They
fight.
had these mini. Oh yeah, go ahead.
Yeah.
I'm talking
They're
about
not
the
that
food.
mini
Oh,
water
the
guns.
mini sliders?
The mini sliders, fire.
that was fire.
Water gun fight. It
Yeah.
was fun. Good time. You would have loved it. But I do need to get to some business.
What happened?
There's some things happening there that I think that we need to address. I think in the black community, sometimes we lose sight of what's important.
Of the goal. What's the goal, Coop?
So I gave up the DJ reins this year.
Oh,
I could
you
enjoy
because
myself.
normally you're the DJ.
Yeah.
So I gave it over to DJ Deezy.
Shout out to DJ D.
Hey, I asked too. I was like, who's on the? Who's on
I
the
was
one
like, too. I was like, hey, where is this going?
And my boy, he wanted to test the waters a little bit.
He wanted to see what people
So we like to
respond
sing. We like to sing at parties. So we play songs you can
Right.
sing along. to.
Oh my gosh, we're becoming our aunts and we're becoming our parents. We're uncles and
We had
aunts.
some libations there too.
Yeah.
A couple White Claws.
So, a classic Negro spiritual.
Which one?
Contagious.
Well, everybody knows that.
Right. But unfortunately, R. Kelly is a part of Contagious.
Yeah,
He is a major contributor.
but that's not his song.
So that's how he leads
He's a
into
feature.
it.
He's a feature.
So everybody
he's a
sing,
feature.
everybody get into it. So then he pushes it a little further.
Oh, he wanted to put his toe in to see if y'all was gonna be contagious. And that man,
Remix
And that's how the enemy do it. He
Remix.
subtly get in.
You gonna put on remix technician.
Oh, okay. Now
Stretching
you
hot-
know went from
The
a
kitchen.
feature to he getting paid for your
Mommy
plate.
rolling that body, got everybody in here wishing.
What you
And I'm
sipping
looking
on?
at, I'm protesting, right?
Okay, so you looking around seeing people react.
Going crazy.
What was JJ doing?
Singing his heart out.
What was Justin doing?
I was
Recording. You're
unfazed.
trying to record.
Oh, yeah.
No.
Justin
No,
was
don't
Justin
act
was
like Coop was not singing.
That wasn't me. I was like, no,
Coop-
we can't do this.
Coop
No way.
also was impersonating
Oh,
said
wait.
artist.
Next song. Next song was.
Was you peeing on people?
Whoa.
No.
He had to go wash his
Just to be
hands.
clear, no. You had to wash my hands first. The next song was Seems Like You Ready.
Okay, wait. Now, this is an R. Kelly set at this point.
And then that's when he got me.
Seems like
Oh, is that the song you were impersonating?
So this is the thing. You got to be a real R. Kelly fan to know Seems Like You Ready. Because, you know, Contagious, everybody gonna know. What was the other first song?
Ignition.
Ignition, everybody know that. It ain't too many people that know the words to Seems Like You're Ready. Except for Coop.
Not me. I barely know the words. Like I'm saying, I tell everybody, stop singing this good ass song.
So can we keep it a buck? Like, the man's catalog.
It's fire.
It's ridiculous.
It's ridiculous.
Yeah, Coop said he's doing the time,
He's-
so that's the punishment
Yeah.
already.
Okay, so now that he's in
He's
jail,
not benefiting from. What's he gonna get? An extra oatmeal cookie or something?
so now that he's in jail, we can bump the music.
I think we're good, man. I'm not gonna do it, but if it comes on,
I'm still very partial to it.
Yeah, Justin was uncomfortable.
Yeah. Seems like you're ready when you put all the information that
That
we know
is true.
together.
That is true. Because it
Is
seems
that the one that starts with "My mind's telling me yes"?
Oh yes, yeah. Ain't that?
No, my mom's telling me no.
But my body's telling me yeah.
Come correct.
Seems like you.
No, that's ain't nothing wrong. Ain't nothing wrong.
Oh yeah, that's right. With a little bump.
I doubt that I know.
Right.
Nah, y'all, we gotta recancel him. We gotta recancel him.
It seems like he was approved at the party.
Oh yeah, he got an ovation.
There is somewhere a woke cloud of HBCU alumni who hate you all. Y'all the ones they talk about.
He also started this catalog, this set list, maybe like 6 hours into the party.
Yeah.
So people was already,
y'all deep in White Claws and Angry Orchard and Hennessy.
Basically.
Yeah, he was also trying to bring the party together. There was
it
a
was
level of
segregation.
separation. Yeah.
Okay, so you okay.
It's different friend groups.
Okay, but
Different shades. Different shades.
well, bro, it sounded like overall that y'all had a good time.
Had a
Oh yeah,
good
it's a
time.
good time.
But
I
you know,
hate that I
I had
missed
to have a whole weekend of events, so I'm a little tired today.
The marathon
The
continues.
man, right. No, bro, that's dope, man. That's dope.
Yeah. What's up with you, JJ?
Well, you know, it was the party for me.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was the weekend for your boy.
Oh, gotcha.
So you know what's so funny? Speaking of you talking about inclusivity, it's a hot topic these days because we can't have nothing. So y'all know Juneteenth is coming up. Are y'all off? Well, Coop's always off, but the rest of y'all.
Or am I always on?
The rest of y'all, are y'all off for Juneteenth?
Yeah, we off.
Y'all off? Are you off?
I'm probably not, but I will make it a time.
I think they alternate.
You know what? You
they
might get
alternate Juneteenth and July 4th for my job. I think.
Yeah, I want to say
No.
it's like a rolling holiday or something
Something
like
like
that.
that.
Yeah.
No, everybody, you have to have July 4th off, and you have
Yeah,
to.
4th of July is
It's,
always on.
they alternate. I think Juneteenth with like a floating holiday.
It's a floating
Yeah,
holiday.
floating holiday.
So if you work it, you still get an off day. But no, we want to be off on the day.
Yeah.
So we're actually closed on Juneteenth, and we're closed on Juneteenth because a couple years ago, a lot of the millennial Black people that work for our company kind of made this big deal about us wanting to be off, and so now we are closed on Juneteenth, and honestly, a lot of people are closed on Juneteenth, and now because it is a celebration, what do people have?
Parties.
Parties.
Yeah.
And so there was something that went viral that I wanted to get y'all's take on because a South Carolina town was blasted for using white models to promote a Juneteenth event.
Yes.
They can't celebrate?
Bro, so they're organizing this whole thing. They're calling it Mega Fest. They're going to have performers. It's going to be like, we are really celebrating Juneteenth. And this is what they said. You want to celebrate the depth of black culture on Juneteenth by putting, this is what somebody else said, by putting white people as the face of it. One outraged critic tweeted for the organizers. Now, the organizers basically came back and said that they wanted to make the event inclusive of everybody. They wanted everybody to feel like, you shut up. It is. But basically, that was their argument. They said they wanted to make it inclusive for everybody. They wanted to
make a unity event.
Yeah, they wanted to, and I quote, to foster solidarity and inclusivity, to make the communities better.
Let me ask, was it white people that are running the event?
So his name is Reuben Hayes. He was the executive director and founder.
That sounds black.
You think he black?
Reuben Hayes? Isaac Hayes?
That's the only Hayes I know.
First of all, if he's
Purple
black,
Hayes?
I want to say he's white because I want to say that no black person would allow something like that to happen.
I don't know, bro. You definitely would have black people that would allow that.
I'm looking it up. I think.
No, don't tell me.
Yeah.
Reuben Hayes? That's a black
Hayes.
man. 100%.
Oh my God! And he bald with a beard.
Oh my God!
He and me and Coop community.
Grow his hair out.
Oh no!
Grow his hair
He
out.
gotta go.
You know what?
Dang.
He got at least. It's not inclusive if there's no black people on the flyer.
Well, no, I think they did say there was other flyers. It was alternates.
Oh.
But it's still. We're straying. I already feel like I said this before. Like since it's a national holiday, it's going to stray further and further away. It's going to be more and more commercial. So yes, it's very almost ignorant at this point to put white people in an event that celebrates the freedom of slaves.
Right.
That's why I said they're trying to be inclusive.
Somebody had to free them.
They weren't trying to be. They weren't trying to be inclusive to be slaves.
Right.
Yes, they were.
He Reuben Hayes.
Somebody had to free him.
This business, somebody had to free him. No, I just think that, and we have this a lot, bro. That when we take these holidays, we've talked about it, Cinco de Mayo, where we just have these holidays, and to Justin's point, we stray away from the meaning behind the holiday, and it just becomes something that everybody just get drunk.
I still don't know what
drunk
Cinco de
to.
Mayo about.
It's it's about some battle, but that it's a battle. But it's not like, I think people were associating Cinco de Mayo with independence. And it's not. It's not independence.
Yeah.
It's just a particular battle.
It's almost like Remember the Alamo type thing.
Kind of, I guess.
People associate Cinco de Mayo with
Cinco de Drinko.
Cinco de Drinko. Like, that's what I'm saying. Like, and eventually, if we don't stop stuff like this from happening, that's what Juneteenth is going to turn
The
into.
hard part about this
the
is
train is already taken off.
It's not going to happen in Texas, though. I feel like since it's a Texas holiday.
So you know what's so weird about that?
So
We celebrate Juneteenth around the world, but it's really a Texas holiday.
It's a Texas holiday. 100%.
Which
And
I
that's why I
wasn't
necessarily a fan of it becoming a federal holiday, because now it's going to be misconstrued. People in Seattle are not going to understand what
Which is off a
Juneteenth is
day.
about.
Yeah.
But also, this is an issue because I'm reading more about it. The call came from inside the house. Reuben Hayes being black, his whole board of 10 people are all black. They made this decision. The city actually came back and said, we didn't approve these flyers.
And they always say, that if you had black board members, this would never happen.
Yes.
And it happened.
And it happened.
I gotta go find Ruben on social media because I know they eat him alive, bro. I will say this. Let me tell you something. You can't do nothing today.
No.
They will find your job. These people will call you
So
out.
it was only a couple clicks. I found them.
You should have put some.
Yeah, bro. I just think that's not. I just think that just gets further and further away from it. And I'm all about making sure that people are inclusive, but you don't have to put people on a flyer to make it.
We're going to see. Because I think especially us being in Texas, there's going to be some Juneteenth fest around us.
For sure.
I believe even Grand Prairie is doing something.
But that's even the part of saying, like, why would you make it a national holiday, right? Because if it was already celebrated amongst the black community, essentially, now you're expanding it to include the masses. What does that really look like? What's the purpose of it then?
They had to do something.
Right. So like when you make it a federal national holiday and people are now off of work, what are the people that are off of work doing?
Right. People
then
just
why are they off of work?
Right. So your thing is you think people it became a holiday, but the knowledge about what it really represents and means.
I'm saying that once they had made that decision for it to become a holiday, similar to Justin, then they're now saying that the motive behind it, the intention behind it, is to expand it out to include everybody.
Yeah.
Right.
Are we more sensitive to it? Because I mean, like even stuff like Memorial Day, like we don't go out there. I mean, Coop got the flags outside, but like
the HOA did that, and I was not part of that decision.
Nah,
you're on the board.
I was gonna say that.
American flags everywhere.
Did you abstain from the vote?
There was no vote. They just did it.
They just did it.
They just did. I don't know who does that. Honestly, that might be somebody just.
Look at him. When we know Coop was in there, we know Coop was in there. Y'all know 4th of July's coming up. We should just do flags for the whole neighborhood.
Bigger flags. Really send a message.
But yeah, like we don't necessarily take the true reverence of Memorial Day.
No.
We barbecue. We go to swimming parties.
I feel like the only one that's taken kind of serious is MLK Day.
Oh yeah,
is it?
Because that's the only one I see people always post like MLK.
I know it's an acts of service. It's an acts of service day. So yeah,
that's the only one I kind of see serious.
Not kind of see serious.
But then you also have MLK Day parties.
But Memorial Day, they have memorial services.
Yeah, they do.
So like they're doing.
I don't see them. But
even driving over here today, like they got Memorial Day services on like the billboards, like when those are in each and every city. So like they're doing something.
All right.
Yeah,
that's new to me. That's news to me.
Maybe you can bring it up next HOA.
Yeah, we gotta validate all these holidays.
Yeah, we gotta start actually celebrating them for why they should be celebrated. So, Justin love a good topic to get the table going. Justin, what else did you see on social media?
And other race related news. Bronny Jr. and I mean the James family was under a little bit of heat, a little hot water.
They're celebrating him. He just graduated.
Yes, congrats.
He just graduated.
That wasn't part of it.
Going to USC.
Yeah.
He's going to USC.
Big ups for that, yeah.
Also going to USC with Kobe's daughter.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. She's going to USC too. They're coming in together.
So, whole family affair.
You know what USC got going on? Because the Obama daughter just graduated from there too.
I think it's a great school.
USC
is it?
Yeah.
It's known like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, especially, I mean, West Coast, I think, like, I don't necessarily see us as going over to USC. But
right. I guess I don't know how good it is because we're not in California.
Yeah.
But before all the graduations and all the big celebrations.
What comes before graduations, Justin?
No, he had a nice little night out on the town.
Prom what they call it, prom?
Yeah. It's still prom. Well, actually, prom season's probably over now, but yeah.
Yeah.
So, Bronny, had his prom date who just happened to not look like what the world said that Bronny's prom type should be.
How they gonna dictate what that man prom date gonna look like?
No, that is the subjectivity of social media. So right. I just report the news.
I don't make it.
But yeah, so Bronny's prom date, happens to be a Caucasian woman. Right. So it kind of struck my eyes. I was kind of like, all right, this is interesting. Most of the time,
are you surprised by that?
I was research.
Initially, I was surprised. I could be on my Dr. Umar
because they seem like black royalty. Like
I think people do.
I didn't put it into context until I started to read more about it. To me, the James family is still a black family type thing. Yes, they are that part of upper echelon, but you got LeBron and Savannah type thing. We haven't necessarily seen the other children and their dating and their circle and all that type of thing. So Bronny Jr. is the first iteration, this new generation of the James family.
Right.
So I was looking through social media and I started to see those different dialogues about it type of thing. Some people were outraged, of course, and some people were like, hey, this makes sense. LeBron has grown up, in Akron and grew up in these different neighborhoods where he was surrounded by people that look like us. But Bronny Jr. has only lived on the lavishness of his parents.
Right.
So he's going to be exposed to different environments.
Right.
And when you really put that in perspective of like our journeys and type of thing, like, yes, we all found our own black women, but that's what we were around.
Right.
Even within our high school, like, Coop and JJ, like going to, I guess, predominantly diverse high schools, like you still found your crowds within that.
Right.
But when you look at like a Bronny Jr. type thing, like, does he have that level of environment around him?
Right. It's not like Bel Air.
So what's so crazy about that? Who are the people who had to go and search and find? Because LeBron and Savannah didn't post the date. Yeah. They only posted pictures of Bronny, which also is like, are you shielding are you keeping that because you don't want to?
They're media trained, so they know.
Yeah, you don't want people to go off about that because I follow LeBron. I only saw the pictures of Bronny at prom. I didn't see himself. I didn't see no pictures of his date until people started to, of course, people go find it and say, this is who he took to prom.
And it was weird because they dug up LeBron and they said he took a white girl to prom also. Which was weird. I was like, I thought he was Savannah.
He went to prom twice.
Oh.
Yeah. The internet detectives, they find out everything.
So he went once with Savannah and once with that girl.
But I mean, even still, he ended up with Savannah.
We don't know what Bronny gonna end up doing. Bronny should feel free to do what he wants to do.
Is that Bronny's is that his prom date or is he dating the girl?
No, that's his girlfriend. They've been
Oh, I didn't know that.
No, that's his girl.
Oh.
You know Dontae be at the house?
I mean,
but, hey, look, Bronny. Come introduce your little friend.
It's really irrelevant, but I mean, I don't see a problem with it. That's what he has available.
So you know what? And to that point, so y'all know there's a young lady named Kendra, and she's an on-air personality. So during 2020, she started to people all in the house. She started to do this online dating show where she goes live. People can come in and she asked them, questions. What are you looking for? What type? Blase, and why? And so it's always controversy when black men go on there. And of course, they're looking for white women.
Specifically.
Say, of
See,
course.
That's a problem.
Yeah. So recently, a black guy called in, younger black guy, and they asked him. She asked him, "Yo, what is your type? What are you looking for?" And I don't remember where he was from, but he was like, "Oh, I'm looking for white women. That's just what I date." And she was like, "If you don't mind me asking, because the people are going to want to know, why do you want to date white women?" And he said, this is where he messed up. He said,
this is a telltale question right here.
Right. I'm in the South. That's all we have down here.
What does he mean by that?
He could be like in a rural
No,
area.
so basically, once they kept talking, she realized that he was kind of like in a smaller town in the South, and what he was around was a lot of white women. And so she was like, well, they're going to eat you up in the comments. And he was like, what? I'm just saying, that's just what I'm around. Like, that's just what I'm accustomed to. But then where she got him was, she was like, are you open to dating more? And he was like, I mean.
I wonder what is his... But I mean, what is his reason for not being open dating more?
He just said that's what he knows.
It's probably the same thing as most racist people. He's not around black people, so he probably doesn't know.
Because so of course they started the whole your mom is black. Yeah. Your sister, do you have sisters? He's like, yeah, I have mom, I have moms, I have a sister. He's like, I'm not saying there's anything wrong with black women. I'm just dating what I'm around. Yeah. And so I think that could also be the same thing. The same thing with Bronny.
Yeah, so I mean, I had initial outrage per se. I was
not outraged
because it's just like,
hey, Dr. Umar over here.
I mean, even it is no raising a teenager type thing. You do want them to have a level of freedom of choice type thing, but you, as a parent, you want to guide as much as you can.
So, do y'all feel like y'all were guided?
Oh, go ahead. What did you
say? Were y'all guided at all
when it came to dating?
Yeah.
Nah. I think I didn't. This mindset wasn't. It didn't spur upon me. It was something that was kind of built into me. Like
I feel the same way. I feel like I was taught that how beautiful black women were.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, for sure.
That's all I was really attracted to. I've never really been attracted to white women.
That's similar for me. Like I don't think my mind even expanded beyond that. But also my environment, majority was like the people that I was associating with was predominantly black.
Right.
Yeah, that's actually very true. I did date this Hispanic girl one time though.
I think
was very
there's opportunities
short-lived.
available, but your mind.
We met at camp.
Band camp?
We actually met at this. We met at this. This like college camp. It was like a week-long camp, and
This was in your
flame.
adult life.
huh?
This was in your adult life.
No. I was in high school, and we met at this camp, bro. She went to not Seagoville. She went to Spruce.
Oh, Dallas Spruce.
And just a Hispanic girl. We vibed, but it just didn't work out.
Too
And-
different.
Yeah,
It's like Pocahontas and John Smith.
Hey, but do y'all think that because Bronny's under a lot of scrutiny, do y'all feel like it's the same on the flip side of it? So like if Obama's daughters were dating
one of them do have a white boyfriend.
Oh really?
The oldest one.
I didn't know that.
She has a white boyfriend.
I can see that.
But do y'all think it's equally like scrutinized?
No, because black women tired of us. No, and I say that because every time I see like a video or something about like black women, like a couple, like a mixed race couple where it's a black woman and a white man, you just read the comments and black women be like, I'm finna go get me a white man because they sick. Like they tired, bro. And you know, people feel free to date who you want to date. Like at the end of the day,
I worked my way back down.
It's on you. But I do think
Love conquers all.
Yeah, I do think
Something like that.
I do think Bronny, you know, he young. He's gonna date what's around, and you know, my only thing is, as long as that doesn't become, and we've talked about this, as long as date who you want to date, just don't talk about the people that you don't want to date negatively.
Yeah.
Right.
Like don't be putting stereotypes. Just say I want to date them because I want to date them. You ain't got to put down the other people and be like, well, because they loud or they ghetto or they blah blah or they don't understand or like.
Yeah,
So you got a lot of grievances.
Yeah.
Or they're like,
So I was just gonna
don't
say,
worry, I was getting to the other ones.
I was
they're
gonna say
Karen
that
or
before you said that. But yeah, I was gonna say that before you said that. Like, I don't like the labels that get
Right.
tied to whatever reason or gender
Right.
or race that you don't want to be.
Just date who you want to date.
Yeah.
You ain't got to talk down on nobody. Hey, you don't have to talk down on nobody else. And it's sad because you see a lot more black men do it than anything.
Right.
Like, I don't necessarily hear too many. I haven't, and that's not to say it doesn't exist. I just haven't heard too many black women who date other men talk super negatively about black men.
Or white women that date all these black guys talk crazy about white guys.
That is actually very true. That is very true. Have never heard it.
Like,
And so, dang, we the problem.
I'm sick of all these American flags. I just had to get it.
I want some real barbecue. Oh
Among
man.
other things.
Yeah, let's move on. That subject can get a little heavy. So, Coop, we were having a conversation.
All right, y'all.
This is a two-part.
This is a heavy thing, but
Oh my gosh.
let's take it light, okay? So, y'all don't watch Succession.
I never.
So Succession, if y'all don't watch it, you should know this by now. It's been everywhere. They printed it on the newspaper. The main guy died, right? The head of the household.
in real life.
No, on the show. He had his funeral. People were telling stories at the funeral. Then I had to go to I watched that. Then I had to go to a celebration of life. Somebody had passed away. These guys are telling all these funny stories about his life, saying stuff that I was like, and then it got me to thinking that me and Key, I was like, what is the story that you would be able to tell at my memorial service? Right? So then me and Kia try to tell each other's story. I was like, no, don't tell that story. Don't tell that story. So I want to hear from y'all. If you have a story, I want to hear it now so I can approve it.
So that's what I was telling you. I'm on the phone with Coop, and he's telling me this story. And I'm like, Chris, where is this coming from? And he's like, bro, I just need to hear the story. I'm like, Coop, first of all, we're going to talk about this on the pod, so let's table this. But I was telling him, I said, bro, we just watched this episode of 911 on Fox. And basically, this woman was having a celebration of life because she had received a terminal diagnosis. But she's literally still alive, laying in the casket, hearing people go up.
Oh, that's weird.
And give
The casket's a lot.
Yeah, and give their like last
The
thing.
eulogy.
And her thing was she wanted to hear like, give me the words while I'm still here.
Yeah.
Don't wait till I'm gone to
Curb
tell
did
it.
it better. So the guy, he had his funeral and he was just up top in the balcony just
When Coop posed this question to me, I was really sitting over here trying to think about like what is the story, because
it's hard to think of a story.
Think of a specific story.
to think of a specific
But they have
story.
very specific stories and they were funny, and then like they also revealed the person's character, who they were. Like you get an essence of the person within the story.
So let me see. Coop and I. So did Coop go tell me?
We have a lot of memories.
Yeah.
We have a lot of memories. And so when was the time that it just revealed the character of Coop?
But the crazy thing is, I thought about more stories for other people to tell me than I could tell for people that I could tell them, right? So I know stories that y'all should be telling about me.
Look at his own producing.
Hold on. Was one of your stories for me when I lived on y'all couch?
Yes.
Okay.
Is that approved?
That's approved?
It's approved.
Okay.
It's approved.
So one of the stories, y'all, during I think I was living on campus, but I had moved out of my dorm or something, and I didn't want to travel back. You know how during Christmas break, you have to move out of your dorm room.
Yeah.
I didn't want to travel back and forth from Dallas because I was still working in Arlington. And, of course, I live in Dallas. So I asked JJ and Coop, because they were roommates, can I stay with them while we were on the break? And it wasn't even the whole break. It was like maybe like 2 weeks or so. And they actually let me stay on their couch. And so one of the fun memories is, I don't know where JJ was. Maybe he was at work. But me and Coop would come together every day and watch College Hill. We were watching reruns of College Hill. Now, mind you, College Hill, they came on for years.
Yep.
But we would be watching reruns of College Hill. And it was I think the Bahamas, where the two girls that got in the fight. And she was like, you just mad because I look better than you? And so that's always me and Coops.
That's
like,
when we bonded.
That's when we bonded. That's always been like our inside joke. But also it just showed that Coop was like cool enough, because at this point, me and JJ are cool. Yeah, like we're line brothers at this point. And the fact that Coop actually still was like, nah, bro, you can stay here. Like, yeah, it's cool. Let me stay in his house means a lot to me. So Coop, that's the story I would tell.
Thank you for the story.
That story's approved?
That's approved.
Man.
JJ?
Y'all roommates, so you should have a lot.
Right. I'm just trying to think about one I would tell.
I have the perfect story.
Does that have to be
All the perfect stories.
Is it New Orleans?
No, it's the
That fool said
It's the it's the Q party at Paul Quinn.
Boy. Was this when we were going for the probate?
No, I think it was just for fun.
It wasn't for Pat.
We went for Pat.
It was
Yeah.
it was his
You're
probate,
right. You're right. Was it probate?
That might have been.
Right.
It was either we went to Paul Quinn, which is it's an HBCU
HBCU
here in Dallas, and it was it was some event they were having. I don't know if it was for a probate or if it was just like they were doing a party or whatever.
Yeah.
Me and Coop got invited out, and so we out there. We at this party, right? We having a good time. You know, everybody having a good time. Everybody going up. Great time. Everybody vibing. Me and Coop having a great time. Then, you know what happens at parties?
Yeah,
A fight breaks out.
of course.
And so this is like it turns into like this really big fight, like a real big brawl, right? Everybody like dispersing, things happening. Everybody's going different ways. And you know, at these type of parties, at Greek parties, you know, the Qs are known for being on the grill.
Yeah.
So they've been around the grill the whole time. When the fight break out, they start running to where the fight is. Coop, I'm looking around. Where Coop at? Coop over there on the grill taking the chicken with his hand.
They won't give you chicken.
They won't give you chicken.
Chicken is for the women, Coop. It's for the women.
So I'm looking around, people over here fighting, dispersed, and Coop is grabbing chicken off the grill with his bare hands, just smacking, going to town, just eating. I ain't gonna lie to you, best chicken we ever had.
It's because it was illegal.
It's like a quarter leg. So I grabbed 2 quarter legs, one for me, and I let JJ, I think it was Daniel.
Daniel might have been with us too.
I let them flip one. I only had 2 hands. I had 3 hands.
You know what? And that just shows your selflessness. That shows Coop's selflessness.
Hey, ain't gonna lie, best chicken.
That chicken was so good.
Because
we
it
wasn't
wasn't-
in the corner like this.
Because it wasn't meant for y'all. They made that with love for the women.
It's the
You
fact that he grabbed it
idiots.
with his bare hands, and you can see him just.
What is wrong with you?
Coop was focused. That was submission.
He was laser focused.
So a fight breaks out.
I walked up to him and asked him for
I was
some
about to say,
chicken.
yeah.
I was like, can I have a piece of chicken? They're like, no, bro, get the hell out of here.
You so
Coop
still.
was like, bet, I got y'all.
Not me starting the fight, though.
Hey, I think the fight's over there. Okay, so that story could be told.
Justin?
I'll probably take a different avenue.
Okay.
So you can start with a small story and then you just build upon it as far as life got better. So I'm trying to think, when did y'all move in together?
2011?
2011? Okay. So I'm thinking back to the first time I met Coop. So before I had become roommates with Dontae, I was looking for a roommate. And I was trying to figure out who I hadn't met Dontae yet. So I was like, I don't know who could be my roommate.
Yeah.
So I'm thinking through my friends. None of my other friends are available. I remember going up to JJ and I'm like, hey, what are you about to do for housing type thing? And I was just keeping it light because ultimately I'm trying to figure out ultimately how much I can really afford. I don't want to go up to somebody and say, hey, let's get an apartment and you above my range. So I'm keeping it light. I'm not necessarily pushing for JJ, but hey, I want to be your roommate type thing.
Yeah.
But I end up working my way up to it hey, what are you going to do for housing? He's like, oh, I'm about to move in with my friend Chris. And I'm like, who is Chris?
Who? I ain't never brought you ain't never brought him around.
Yes, who is this
I
other
don't
kid?
even know. I don't even know this guy like that. Who is he?
And we were in the UC and Chris had just came up right after type of thing. And that's the one I met.
Not
Chris
the
for first time.
mistress coming up.
Oh, this is him?
This is who you been spending time with?
Oh, so when you're not with me, that's who you with?
Yeah, so that was my introduction.
You should have mugged him.
Chris probably over there. What up, bro?
Yeah. What's up, bro?
I had no idea.
Not stole your man.
So yeah, that was my
Justin brother
introduction.
was sitting there salty.
I was like, yeah, all right. he cool people.
You know what? But you moved on to bigger and better. Because you in the rooming with me.
There's so many memories though. Even our first time, I want to think that we all kicked it was that haunted house.
Oh
Yeah.
my gosh.
And that's what I'm saying. It continued to get better. I built a
that
relationship
is
with
actually
Cool.
very true.
Yup.
And
We went to that haunted house.
none of us like haunted houses.
We in there more scared than the girls. I remember running behind Faith.
Yeah.
Y'all know I hate haunted houses, bro. That was a fun night. Too.
Yeah.
That was
Good
a
time.
really fun night.
One of many.
One of
There's a lot
many. And so I
occasions
think,
over
I think
there.
a part of the things is, and Coop and I were talking about this, you got to tell stories that are enduring, funny, but not embarrassing. And I told Coop, I said,
Endearing?
heartfelt.
Oh yeah, endearing. I thought you said enduring.
No, endearing.
Very close.
Stupid. You gotta tell good stories. So then I said, Coop, well, what story would you tell for me? He talking about, I know what I would tell. Talking about when I was drunk in his bathtub
yeah.
and Olivia was feeding me fries. I said, no, don't tell that story.
That's either what. That's the one I always hear Coop talk about, or the one where you was giving your NAACP speech.
That's the best
My mind went blank.
one. So this is right after Trayvon Martin got
Yeah, we did the march.
killed. Yeah, we did a march at UTA. So then Dontae's giving a speech like he Martin Luther King. He's killing it. He's killing it, right? So he gets to the end of the speech. He's like, and today, I think we did something very, very good.
It was the setup, bro. Everybody was locked in, and I just think we did something very, something so good,
Bro, I had spent all the time planning the march and not planning my speech. So by the time we got to the march, I was like, oh, I gotta talk. Like, this is wild. Don't tell that one either, Coop. So we were laughing. I was like, because what you don't want is to get up there and tell something embarrassing, like, yo, the first time I did a line, I was with this guy. Like, I ain't never did no line, but I'm just saying, like, you know, people get up there and they start divulging too much information.
Yeah.
Like, I remember this one time we were out, he was cheating with his wife, and, you know, he always had a way with women. His wife sitting on the front row, like,
Isn't it just how you end the story though? You just have to end on a high.
yeah, but
You start low.
But he got better. He
You know-
became faithful later on.
you know,
Yeah.
he always used to cheat.
He stopped cheating 5 years ago on her.
But it really does just make you think about, like, it really does just make you think about, like, you shouldn't wait until somebody passes to,
Right.
like.
So wait, I have a question with this. Are you not allowed to say negative words? If they
Oh, you mean
weren't
if you don't?
greatest
If you
person?
don't so you know what? I
Not
actually,
Coop,
so
but-
I actually knew somebody who, you trying to tell the story without
Yeah.
divulging
Yeah.
who it is. So I knew someone. We all were in a organization together. I'll tell
The
you.
Klan or what?
Nah. We used to work together.
Okay.
And our coworker passed away. And they weren't necessarily fond of each other. And so everybody else around the office in tears, sad. Like, we doing memorials, people breaking out in tears. I'll never forget because he was an on-air personality, and so they were doing this whole memorial thing for him on the radio. So they taking old clips of him and, like, having it go. And I remember when they did it, everybody around the office crying. I'm in the office with my door shut. My other homeboy talking about, I can't let y'all see me cry. I'm going to the car. But this other guy was just unmoved. And we were just like, yo, bro, like, you not moved? And he was like, I ain't rock with him like that.
We wasn't
And
friends.
so for him, he was like, why would I sit here and just act like I'm sad when
changed.
he was like, when in all honesty, he was like, I'm sorry he passed, but like while he was here, we didn't rock with each other. So why would I be sitting around here acting sad?
Dang. But he didn't go to the service though. To go to
Actually-
a service to somebody you don't like
And
to
speak
give a
negative
And speak, to be honest,
People got real life beefs.
to be honest, I love to hear all these kind words that y'all giving. But let's talk about who he really was.
I've never
whoa.
He
been
was
to
an
a service
alcoholic.
like
Yo,
that.
He
I
beat me to
promise
this
y'all.
last breath.
I promise y'all,
Yeah.
if somebody get thirsty and some nigga, y'all better tackle them in the midst of y'all tears. Y'all better be like,
Hey, let him
not-
cook. Let him cook.
He might be, at the end he might say something.
I wish somebody would. And child, but boy, you trying to say something negative. I will tackle you, knock over the casket.
Bruh. This is one other thing though. One other thing. So also, I went to the barbershop before. I just get my head shaved and my beard. Y'all get the joke.
Yeah.
get
What you
done?
go to the barbershop for? I hate when I be telling people I'm going to the barbershop. What you go to the barbershop for?
This real life trauma for y'all.
People always
I see why he did it. What's the name? What's the name of the guy? Isaac Hayes.
Hey,
He did it. But so I went to the barbershop, right? And I'm over there joking and stuff. I noticed some flowers in the chair. I was like, "What's up with the flowers?" He's like, "Oh, we lost one." I was like, "Did he leave?" He's like, "No, he died." And I was like, "Oh, one of the barbers got killed, right?"
Yeah.
dang.
I was like, "What happened?" He's like, "We don't know." Right? So I'm Googling, I'm doing all this stuff trying to find out what happened, right?
real life detective.
No, so me and Coop are very similar in that respect. Do not give me and Coop Do not talk about death around us, because we're gonna get to the bottom of it.
So then somebody else that passed away a while back, that's mutual friends with me and Dontae, popped up in my head. I was like, I never found out what happened, right? So I called my brother. I was like, you know what happened? He's like, no, I never knew what happened. I asked Dontae. He's like, no, I couldn't find out what happened.
It's an
either.
open case.
Let's be very clear. If something happens to me, tell them what happened.
because it's insensitive when people be on like Facebook and stuff and they be like, but I respect you to be bold enough to be like, what happened to him or what happened to her? But you know, I be trying to be polite, but I be wanting to know like what
I think
what
that's
happened.
everybody wants to know like what happened. How did they die?
Just say it.
I was cool with it. Hey,
So you know what I think it is, bro? I
he
think
did what he did.
you know, I think what it is, you know, we mentally just be trying to prepare ourselves. So like when somebody's sick, it's kind of like, okay, they were sick. But like when it's abrupt, like a wreck or something like that, people are just like, dang, bro, that could be, you know, that could happen to any of us.
Yeah.
So I think that's really what really people be want to know. But we were laughing about that, not the death. We're laughing about the, like, just tell people.
All
Because,
this saying, we want to know what happened.
yeah, like, 'cause people genuinely be just want to know what happened. Yeah. So I just think, Coop, you know, we don't really like to talk about stuff like that, but I think it's important. And it also, if you can't think of any like really, really good memories with your friends, go and make some.
Yeah.
Like this also gives you the opportunity that you can go out and make memories. Olivia and I talk about all the time how like we're not like super old. We can still go out here and do things with our friends and take trips.
We're not
and,
even
like,
old. We're just not young.
Wise words.
And so that should inspire you to go out and just make more memories. Like life really is short.
Yep.
So you should go do that and get all the stories approved beforehand.
And I think that'd be something cool for our listeners to do with their friend group, like this weekend.
Yeah, like think about a memory.
Like, I want to hear the story that you would tell.
Like think about a memory and like legit, like think about that memory. And if somebody comes to mind and you can't necessarily think of a memory, go create a memory.
Yeah.
Or realize that you don't really rock with that person.
Or
You
they
got
ain't
ops, let them know that they still ops.
or that ain't really your friend. And that's okay too. For them not to really be your friend.
Yeah, man. I think it's time.
I think it's time, man. Y'all know we always like to end on a high note because that last one was a low note.
It was a low high note.
It was a low high note. We always like to end on a high note, so we want to leave you with something to just get you through the week. Words of wisdom. It's time for our soundbite of the week, and this week is coming to us from our boy Coop. Coop, what is it?
The cave you fear to enter holds the treasure you seek. That sounds like a fortune cookie, huh?
That definitely. You go to Payway. You go to Payway and open up a fortune cookie. That's in
This
there.
is actually from a TV show I was watching. That I looked up the quote, but he just. Oh, I think it was from. Was it Air? The story.
Which was a great movie. Go watch Air.
Yeah,
Okay, yeah.
It's a really
It's
good
on.
movie.
It's on streaming.
It's
now,
on
right?
Peacock.
Peacock.
Okay.
Prime.
It's on
All right,
Prime.
so yeah, I
That
didn't
boy
catch
said it
that.
confident though.
That boy Justin would have been sitting there looking at Peacock. I don't see it. It is a really good movie.
Yeah.
A really good movie.
Oh, we forgot to talk about our show.
Dang it, we'll say that for next time.
But watch Summer House, Martha's Vineyard.
Where is that? Where can you watch that one?
Peacock.
Peacock. That's on Peacock.
Watch that show. We're gonna talk about it next episode.
Yeah. So in summary, it's all about these 30-somethings.
They're black.
They're black, and they take a trip to Martha's Vineyard. They're out there for like 2 weeks, 3 weeks, and they're just enjoying life and just all the stuff that transpires.
But drama runs.
Yeah.
Ramping through it.
Bro,
That's how y'all connected.
I said, Coop.
College Hill.
I said, Coop. Oh my gosh, reality TV shows.
They just grew up.
Hey, me and Coop legit be on the phone like after the show go off, we really be calling each other like, bro, you saw that? You saw that, bro? That nigga, wow. So yeah, go watch that.
Summer House, Martha Stewart.
We gonna start a Facebook group so we can talk about the episodes.
About the spinoff podcast.
Hey man, we appreciate y'all tapping in, bro. Go into the cave.
Get that treasure.
Get that treasure.
Get that treasure. Get uncomfortable. That's where success lies. Hey man, if you want to keep up with the show, please go and follow us on IG at the Soundboard Podcast. Also, if you have not already, go subscribe to us on YouTube. The Soundboard Podcast.
Subscribe
and don't
and
just
share.
subscribe, share it, like it, please comment.
Yeah, let's get our comments up.
Because we see y'all watching. But just comment if it's your favorite part, if it's something that you thought was funny. The cool thing with YouTube is you can comment at specific timestamps.
Yep.
So as you're watching it, so please give us those comments. And yeah, man, if you want to keep it with your boy Dontae, follow me at Dontae Speaks Life.
You can find me at @thisiscoop_.
And I ain't on social, so I ain't even gonna lie to y'all. I can't really follow you nowhere, so just follow the Soundboard Podcast.
All things Big KJB at Just a Fiasco.
We out.
Peace.